just sacrifice my back? I hope it's not blurry because I can't see. For the past couple of months, I've been adopting this mindset of the more things we own, the more things we have to be responsible for. And I feel like it really does make sense. Like, the more clutter we have, both visual and tucked away, the harder it's going to be to keep things organized, to clean, and also the more we're gonna have mental clutter in a way, because we're gonna know, okay, so if I need something from my entryway closet, or if I were to open it, it's just going to explode on me. So I feel like right now would be the perfect time to go ahead and declutter. I'm gonna start out with this kitchen cabinet that doesn't even close. I have like a little box with things up here that I don't use too often, but some of them I still want to keep. I decided to start in the kitchen because I felt like it would be an easy start, and I already had a couple of things that I knew I wanted to declutter. Powdered coffee. We got a new coffee maker, so we don't really need this anymore. Now this pan right here, I actually got this one for free, but I cannot figure out how to use it because everything keeps sticking to it. So naturally, I keep still using my non-stick pans, which I've heard are so bad for you. But because I don't use it, why keep it around? So it's about time to say bye-bye to this one. It feels so good to get rid of things, but I also get a lot of guilt because all of these things were time and money at one point, and now they are just worthless to me. Honestly, a lot of these towels I don't use anymore because I got these white ones from Aldi's. They are such a nice fabric. The towels themselves are humongous. They dry really fast. These are the towels that I naturally lean to. So honestly, I feel okay with letting go of most of these old towels that I first got when we moved into this apartment. Also, everything ends up losing its excitement and value. It becomes normal to us after a little bit of time and we start taking it for granted, but this is just part of our human nature. We adjust to things and we start longing for better things, which I feel like this is actually something that companies take advantage of. We are constantly being sold an upgraded product, even if we don't actually need an upgrade. Even if the version we have right now works perfectly fine, we still get the desire to go ahead and spend our money and thus our time on things that end up just piling up and that we don't feel the excitement for pretty much right after we buy them. Today, I got a bit of a migraine, but we're obviously gonna organize the bathroom because, oh my god, that is no bueno. This is not a situation we want to be looking at. What on earth is a hammer doing down here? This bathroom under sink cabinet is something that has just always become a huge mess, but luckily the way I placed it this time has actually stuck and it actually makes sense. I do want to get new towels as we're talking about decluttering. I want to try the Japanese towels instead that are much smaller, thinner, and take less space. I gotta leave in less than 30 minutes, but I feel like we could tackle this closet, which is packed. This here is not great. I already looked through it a little while ago, but I feel like there's still too many things. I know there's a couple things in here that I want to get rid of that are just like guilt tripping me in a way, like things that are from my past or things that, I don't know, I just have things I don't use in here. A lot of things I don't use in here. A lot of things that are just taking space because I feel too bad about getting rid of them. It's actually better that I don't have much time. That way I can't think too long. Gifts and items that are tied to certain people or memories are the hardest for me to let go of. But I'm also a very picky person and choose favorites. Oh my. Oh no. Gotta go back in the gym. Why not just sacrifice my back? Oh, that was hard. Okay. I need a pee decoration. I got goldfish crackers in the bottom of my purse. Winter clothes. Do you think you'll use any of these this summer? Look, do you want to go for me and try and sell some stuff? I have stuff I want to sell, but I don't have time. I don't think anybody's really buying anything either. I'm a person who naturally leans towards a more minimalistic lifestyle. I like to have only a couple of my absolutely favorite items and then use them over and over and over again. I definitely feel like even after this declutter, I still have too many things, but there's just some things that I haven't found my favorites of, but I feel like most people do reuse their favorite items, and I am done. This is everything that I decluttered. Some of these things I'm gonna throw away, others I'm gonna try and donate. There's actually one more bag that isn't here because I already got rid of that bag. So in the end, I got 5 trash bags full of stuff that I don't need anymore. Honestly, this video took me a little bit to film, and throughout all this time, I haven't missed a single thing. I know I still have a lot of this stuff here with me. I'm not missing anything. I'm not really thinking of anything, and I feel like we made such good progress. I feel like it's much easier to clean things up. I feel like decluttering is something that is just an inevitable part of life. Every now and then you're obviously gonna end up with more things. I feel like something I've started paying a lot more attention to is whenever I go to stores, I just feel like I can see the consumerism. I look around me, there's so much stuff that's being sold to us, and most of that stuff we don't need. I feel like decluttering is kind of like something you just can't run away from, because eventually, even if you're being mindful, you're gonna end up with things that you no longer need. But it does feel so refreshing to be able to get rid of a couple things. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me feel so much better to be able to throw things away for some reason, which is kind of bad for the environment because we're creating more trash. But I try and be mindful, and a lot of these things I actually want to donate, but a lot of things that I own are also just trash. I feel like one of my mindsets going forward is going to be quality over quantity, or more so even just quality over cheap stuff, because the cheap stuff is eventually going to break, or you're not going to really like it anymore. You could say the same thing with the more quality purchases. I already take forever to buy something. I have my Amazon cart full of things that I put there years ago and I still haven't bought them, so maybe I don't need them. But I have recently started to focus more on natural fabrics such as cotton, linen. I also prefer glass over plastic, and so I'm slowly trying to swap things out at home. It's not going to be a big swap right away, just because that's a lot of things to change out and that's going to be really expensive. But as an example, a little while ago I switched out from plastic containers to glass containers, which are better for your health and also better for the environment, although I had already bought the plastic containers, but they are just so cheap and so bad. I'm just rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been really into decluttering videos lately, so I thought that it would be a good idea to make one myself. Let me know if there's something that you have that has been really guilt tripping you. I definitely got rid of a couple things that have just been guilt tripping me over these years that I've just felt too guilty to get rid of. And yeah, I hope you have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.